having our annual Lion Rudy Hoover Health and Wellness Fair. This is our 11th year. And today we have different organizations giving information, doing testing for the general public. It's all free. So everybody can come in and you can get your test for your AIDS. They're doing vitamin D testing at the SLS, your Diabetes Foundation. You have different organizations giving you information on products that they help, they sell pertaining to your health and your well-being. And with this year we're promoting Walk Towards Your Health. So we're here and it's basically a walk around, so you get to walk, do a little exercise as well, find information. So this is what we're doing today for this year's health fair.
Would you say that it's a well turnout compared to previous years?
We started off slowly. It's starting to pick up some. There was a bit of a crowd a little while ago. I think this year it's a little slower than last year, although last year was at the Bel Air Community Center. But we have to look at different factors as well. We're outside in the heat, so that can deter people as well, because sometimes you come to do testing and you're hot, so the variations might be instead of a cooler place. So one thing we have been discussing as a club, as a committee, as Lions, we need to focus, well, St. Martin needs to focus on getting a convention center where we can host something like this in a closed environment, where it can be a little more appealing to the general public to come up, because it is kind of a hot day today. Although we're under a tent, it's a hot day today.
My name is Jared Lavala. I'm the supervisor at the Collective Prevention Services, in charge of vector control in St. Martin. Today we are at the Lions Fair, giving out demonstration on how to reduce a mosquito breeding place in and around your yard. Today we came with a lot of instruments to show what we use at the office in order to try to educate the people how to do mosquito breeding sites elimination. These are the equipment that we use when we go out to do fogging. We use the mask, we wear the gloves and a helmet. And these are the folders that we use to give out information. Together we have also the traps that we set out in St. Martin in order to monitor the mosquito population in the area. All these things we have to do in order to do an effective mosquito control, and together with that, to know how we're going to do intervention. If the need arises that we have to do fogging, we go also with our hand foggers to do targeting fogging. That is where in a neighborhood or in a school we have a lot of adult mosquitoes. We go out and do this type of intervention. On this poster you see a house with all these sort of artifacts that can breed mosquitoes. And this we use also in the school to do education to the children, so that when they go home they can also teach their parents how to do mosquito control. So in a nutshell, that is what we do today at the Lions Fair. And I hope that this information serves as education for you, so that you can help us help yourself.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Build up the pension, correct? Yeah. So what happened to those persons who have more than 35 years but have not reached pension age? Do they continue paying into the fund? Yes. And what happens to that money? It becomes social.
With the new pension reform, they're not talking anymore that you have to be 35 years ago, you have to be age 65. Okay? The 35 was for when it became compulsory at 98, that it became from 30 to 35. Okay? Now, you are asking me what happens to the money? Did you see what is happening behind Coca-Cola Cookie? That is what happens with part of our money. APS takes our money, it is in the loss. They have to invest locally and internationally to make sure that they can pay me out when I reach 103 years and still around for my pension. So basically they have to reinvest. Now I would say, I bought my house in Apna. We have to make sure that the people that are in the fund, young people, go by the door and talk about the investment. Stop paying rent, the amount of money you're paying for rent is you might as well pay the mortgage. And guess what? When I look at 20 years mortgage, I look a lot, well, Lord have mercy. I am over 15 years old, I don't pay mortgage because the 20 passed. Take your own money and reinvest it in that way. Get up on the door and if you need me to help kick in their door, I would go. Because when you are young, you have the rights to certain type of investment. Make sure it's your first house. Get into the pension fund and make sure that they're part of you. So that's how you end up working over your monies too.
But then I think maybe that's something to look into, because the thing is, if you have more years than I do before you get to pension age, and there's no set year as to when you finish pay off, it means that you're continuing paying for stuff that you don't have to pay for, that you already accumulated. Some persons at that.
And that is a kind of unfortunate because it happened to a few people, not very much. It happened to a few people though, that they started to work, let's say, at age whatever, but before time you couldn't be a part until you were 25. They mistakenly, some of the school boards mistakenly took pension from those people, and up to today they can't get it back. But 25 when they got in, even though they got in at 25, they're gonna still be young, because when you're forever young, you're forever young. You're gonna still be young when you reach 60, and you're gonna have more than the 30 or the 35 years that is required.
Yes. After having the joint meeting on Thursday evening, March the 28th, the letter or the motion where our members also approve that we have a meeting with the members of parliament. That letter then with the invitation for a meeting on Tuesday, the 2nd of April at 6 p.m. at the Wixu PSU Union Hall in Phillipsburg. That letter of invitation was delivered to Parliament for the 14 parliamentarians that are now sitting, because as we understand, the 15th one is going through a process of now being vetted and regulated. So he is not in as yet. So no official invitation was sent to the 15th one, but 14 was delivered to all members of Parliament. They got an individual invitation, so it was not one general invitation. It is an individual invitation, and as joint unions, so the board of the Wixu PSU, and on behalf of those from the KPM, the police union, NAPB, that's the correct initials, APFO St. Martin, and Y2. We are looking forward to a good turnout of the members of Parliament to this meeting, basically on the 2 points. The 2 points that would be tabled on the agenda is the pension reform and our concerns of our members, and also right now the COLA, the cost of living adjustment to civil servants and to the teachers also. So that was really and truly the whole letter that was delivered.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you for?
We're here with Pastor Nolan Nanton of the New Testament Baptist Church in Phillipsburg. On April 7th, the New Testament Baptist Church will be rededicated. How did this come about? Why is it being rededicated?
Well, Clarky, one of the things for the rededication is that we were severely damaged by the hurricane. Of course, we had some renovations before because the building, the upstairs in which we are right now is 38 years since the upstairs. The ministry itself is 63 years this year in existence. And after 38 years, we had to do some renovations to the upstairs with the wooden aspect of it. And during the renovation, we had Hurricane Irma came when we were 75% complete and, take off the roof and so forth. So as a result of that, we figured that since it was damaging that way, it would be wise for us to rededicate the building unto the Lord, offer it back unto God for His goodness. Where we are sitting in, I like to describe it as a miracle, because apart from the hand of God, we would not have been able to do this.
Now, this is considered considerable amount of work. Where did you get help or the assistance from to complete it so quickly?
It came from varying persons and organizations. The Samaritan Purse, the Marine for Christ, ministries within the Caribbean region, and also the Dutch region, and also from the United States. So varying persons would have contributed towards us being able to accomplish this. And again, we would like to attribute that to the hand of God moving up on the heart of persons to do this. Some of those areas I like to speak about is persons, for example, who come off the cruise ship. When we started about the cruise ship, we had persons who would come to our ministry and would say, listen, the Lord sent me here, and they would make contributions and so forth towards the renovation of the building.
Amen.
So varying persons and organization would have contributed.
Now, the rededication takes place on Sunday, April 7th at 4 o'clock.
4:30.
From 4:30 until 7 p.m. In what form and fashion would this rededication be held?
Well, it's going to be a church service, and of course we have a minister who's coming in, the Reverend Michael Jr. George from St. Lucia. He'll be coming in. So you have different persons who will be doing different activities. The dancers will be dancing, you'll have worship, you will have presentations and so forth. For example, one of our main contributors, the Samaritan Purse, they will be here, so they'll be giving a speech. But the main part will be done by Pastor George from St. Lucia. He will be doing the officiating part of the rededication of the service.
And then I believe on Monday and Tuesday there are also some more activities. Is that related also to the rededication of the church?
Because it's called rededication and celebration, yes. We want to take a time where we celebrate. As I mentioned, it is miraculous what the Lord would have done for us. We didn't have to go to the bank, and we thank God for that. And again, because God moved on the heart of outside ministries and organizations, and also our own people, I must mention, would have done their part into ensuring that we're here. Hence, it is miraculous that we could have done this, not knowing where the finance would have come from before, but God spoke to us. So we want to have a celebration at the same time too. And so on the 8th and the 9th, we're going to be having 2 dynamic services with Pastor George to celebrate the goodness of God, and we're hoping that God will speak to us direct in those services as well.
And these 2 other services will take place right here?
Right here.
What
and
time?
They start from 7:30 in the evening.
In the evening, both evenings?
Both evenings.
7:30. Okay. The general public, of course, is invited and free to participate?
Of course. We sent out invitations to churches, and we sent out an invitation ad via WhatsApp in particular, inviting the general public to come and to be a part of us. So yes.
One,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2.
3.
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women's Soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
On March the 19th, the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Perry Hearlings, in a press release publicly addressed some statements that we made in our press conference of March the 14th. Under the heading, Hearlings addressed Consumer Coalition allegations. In various newspapers, printed and online, the Minister accused us of false claims made by the St. Martin Consumer Coalition and Anti-Poverty Platform. Well, the Minister did us a big favor. We want to thank the Minister of Finance for his comments on our weekly press conference statements of Thursday, March the 14th, exactly 2.5 weeks ago. Why we thank him? Well, we have two reasons to thank Minister Hearlings. Number one, many people who have not heard or read our statements on the topic Council of Ministers of St. Martin and of the Kingdom are still discriminating, asked us what statements we have made that the Minister of Finance had to address us, the Consumer Coalition, in a press release last week Monday. And what of what we said, according to the Minister, was false. So we got another opportunity to inform them. Secondly, the Minister of Finance commended the work of the platform. We quote, Hearlings said he has always felt that the idea behind the platform's establishment is commendable. It can be a vehicle to drive home to many benefits for the people of St. Martin. So the Minister continued his press statement saying, this does mean, however, that the work they do has to be factual and be clearly in the interest of the people. So what is it the Minister wants to insinuate? That we do not base ourselves on facts and that we do not clearly speak out in the interest of the people? Well, in the following topics you will hear the facts on which we based our statements in the interest of the people 2 weeks ago. By the way, the Minister of Finance reacted on our statements on discrimination made 2 weeks ago, where we argued that ministers of this Council of Ministers and also the Kingdom government discriminated the small man. No word from other ministers of the Council of Ministers, neither from the Kingdom Council of Ministers. So, leniency for paying taxes is our second topic. Those that owe taxes, they got leniency. That was announced by Minister Hearlings of Finance. But not for road tax payers. We said that road tax or vehicle tax did not receive flexibility of payment delay this year. The Minister said that our statement that the Ministry did not make provisions for the average citizen and that certain taxes were exempt is wrong. Why are we wrong? Fact is that it was the Minister of Finance, Hearlings, who informed the press that the date to pay the road tax and pick up the license plates will not be extended. He said the money is needed. Everybody waits till the last moment to pay. So no extension of the payment of road tax. Everybody should pay before March the 1st, 2019. Here is the fact of road tax leniency last year. On February 25, 2018, the government came out with the following press release. Payment date for license plates and vehicle inspection to be extended to June the 30th. We quote, "The government is well aware that many in the community are facing serious hardships and choices have to be made, such as fixing one's home, awaiting settlements from insurance companies, awaiting parts or awaiting repairs for their vehicles. Taking the aforementioned into consideration, with motor vehicle fees due in February, a decision has been taken to extend the compliance payment date for license plate and vehicle inspection fees by an additional 4 months. The aforementioned is a form of relief to the community, which is still suffering from the effects of the hurricanes." So we recommend the Minister of Finance to ask his colleague, the Minister of Justice, Cornelius de Wever, if these facts mentioned by us are wrong. It was Minister de Wever who had this issue as one of his priorities after being sworn in as minister in January last year. At that time, he sought advice and has moved forward in having this become a reality. So, according to us, Minister of Finance hearings, we didn't say nothing wrong. No, sir. This government, it did not provide relief in paying road tax by delaying the payment without a fine for a period of another 4 months till June the 30th, 2019.